How did the Hohokam build their homes? Have you ever wondered how the Hohokam people created their homes in the harsh desert climate of Phoenix? Their building techniques are fascinating and reflected their deep connection to the land. The Hohokam primarily constructed what are known as pit houses. These homes were shallow, semi-subterranean dwellings dug about 1.5 feet deep into the ground. This design helped keep the interiors warmer during the winter and cooler in the summer, making them quite practical for the desert environment. To start, the Hohokam would dig a pit, typically oblong with rounded ends, roughly 6 meters wide. This pit served as both the foundation and part of the living space. They then built a superstructure using wooden beams sourced from local Sonoran desert trees, such as mesquite and cottonwood. These sturdy beams formed the main framework of the house. Next, the Hohokam attached smaller branches and the remains of desert plants like saguaro and chalak to this wooden skeleton. This created a lattice or skeleton for the walls and roof. They then covered this framework with grass or reeds, which acted as a base layer. On top of this plant material, they applied a layer of adobe, which is a mixture of mud and caliche. Caliche is a natural hardpan soil composed of clay, sand, and calcium that can be found locally. This adobe layer not only provided insulation, but also protected the homes from the elements. Sometimes, the walls of the pit house were built on the outer edge of the pit, which exposed the pit walls and created an earthen bench around the interior. The roof was typically supported by large wooden posts set into holes around the perimeter of the pit. Entry into the home was usually through a roof opening, accessed by a ladder. Inside, these homes were mostly one-room dwellings that included a hearth for cooking and warmth. The design was practical, balancing durability with climate control. The Hohokam used natural materials and the earth itself to help moderate temperature extremes. Interestingly, the Hohokam adapted their homes based on the seasons. After monsoon rains, when the pit houses became stuffy, they might have laid thatch mats over openings instead of reapplying mud. This allowed for better air circulation. Archaeological reconstructions suggest they adjusted their mud mixtures or thatching to withstand rain and weather. This style of pit house construction showcases the Hohokam's resourceful use of local materials and their knowledge of the desert environment. It also connects to the broader cultural heritage preserved at places like the Pueblo Grande Museum in Phoenix. Here, visitors can learn more about these architectural traditions and the lives of the Hohokam people who once thrived in this region.